Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about the Motor Vehicle Users Charge, or better known as the Road Users Tax. I'm also sure that many of you are wondering where the fund goes. Or maybe some of you haven't heard or familiar about the Road Board. All these questions will be answered with this week's special report.
The Road Board recently held a press conference regarding Republic Act 8749, also known as the Motor Vehicles Users Charge or the MVUC. The MVUC, better known as the Road User Tax, is that large portion coming from the total fee paid by car owners when registering their motor vehicles, regardless of the vehicle's classification. Upon the ratification of the act, the Road Board was established as the government steward for the objective utilization of the MVUC.
This was enacted in 2000. So it's a 17-year-old law that authorizes the collection of the MVUC from owners of motor vehicle. Ito pong MVUC, it's not a new law, but rather, ito po ay may mga existing laws na tayo na nagsasabi na talagang kinukuhaan tayo ng a certain percentage from the registration para dito sa ganitong purpose din.
The Road Board is a 7-member organization composing of secretaries from 4 different government agencies, such as the Department of Public Works and Highways, the Department of Finance, the Department of Budget Management, and the Department of Transportation, along the 3 private sectors representatives.
The Road Board functions as a collegial body. So hindi lang po isa yung nagdidesisyon, kailangan ho may consensus yung buong board for projects that we have to fund. Okay? It brings together the heads of the department and representatives from the private sector whose function and interests respectively impact directly on the continuing concern for road maintenance, road safety, and sustainable viability of nation's road network.
The Road Board's primary mandate is to implement efficient management and utilization of the special funds designated solely for the purpose of the road, bridge, and drainage maintenance and improvement, as well as installation of adequate traffic lights and safety devices, including vehicle pollution control.
The vehicle pollution control, we have done 2 noteworthy projects. We did a vertical greening of EDSA. If you can see that there are plants all over EDSA that lower the pollution levels, specifically in the underpass. Another project is the motor vehicle inspection system, the MVIS, that we gave to the LTO to monitor the pollution levels of each and every vehicle that's being registered.
The Road Board also evaluates all funding requests to ensure compliance with the approved guidelines and criteria governing the eligibility for MVUC funding. Once approved, requests are endorsed to the DBM for the issuance of corresponding special allotment release orders. In turn, the Road Board approves the annual level of expenditure for MVUC, including the administrative and overhead expenses for the board, based on the projected MVUC collection. Then the Road Board continues to monitor status of fund collections and expenditures, status of projects in order to prepare periodic status and accomplishment reports.
Ang Road Board po ay tinitingnan din ho nila bago ina-approve yung project. It went through a process of review and evaluation and validation. Okay. Again, we are only limited within the ambit of the law or the coverage of the law. Sabi, hindi ho kami basta pwedeng mag-approve ng hindi ho namin na-validate yan. For example, a local government unit can propose a project, but before we can approve that, we have to check whether that road section is really in their inventory.
Under the new administration, the Road Board has completed 2 regular Road Board meetings and a special board meeting, wherein a total of 115 projects under the Special Road Support and Special Road Safety Fund are approved. The agency also says that all contracts on existing projects were reviewed, including the organizational structures of the Road Board Secretariat. Establishment of mechanism and procedures were also initiated to ensure transparency in all transactions. The Road Board reports that the agency has also worked on the reconciliation of the LTO certification versus the BTR certification. Moreover, they're currently working on the completion of ongoing projects such as the Locational Referencing System, the National Road Lighting Program, and the EDSA Alternate Route.
I think we have to be more visible. The current administration we'd like to be quite low-key, no? We don't want to be noticed by anybody as much as possible. But apparently, it's backfiring on us, and we really have to show the public that the Road Board is in existence. You can see right behind me. We don't have tarps. We try not to show the public that we're funding this and that. No? But apparently, it is a necessity right now.
According to the agency, they are determined to improve efficiency of the bidding process of projects funded by the board. The Road Board is also determined to research and study new technologies and procedures on road network repair, maintenance, and road safety.
The Road Board is keeping their hands full of more road infrastructure projects in the pipeline. And that's our special report this week, with our lengthy and in-depth discussion on current motoring issues.